This week on the internet is a series we're talking about the topics during the week. And first up, we have bad news for Xbox fans. So, Indiana Jones: The Great Circle will not be a full exclusive for Xbox. It will be a timed exclusive, but not a full exclusive. So, good news for people who bought PS5s. It will be releasing on Xbox in December of this year, and it will be releasing on PS5 in spring of 2025. So, like a 3-month gap or something. This really is not a big deal, honestly. At this point, I don't even know if I'd make this exclusive. It is such a small gap that I don't think this will sell any consoles. The gap is like actually a couple months. It is such a small amount. I don't really care about the console war aspects of this because I personally play almost everything on a PC, and then I have a PS5 as a console that I don't really use that often because I'm usually just playing stuff on the PC. But if I did buy an Xbox with the idea that Microsoft games would be on, the Xbox only, I'd be a little bit annoyed, but not really that much. And if you're upset Xbox gave this game to PlayStation because you want Xbox to do better and you want more exclusive games for it to do better, you should probably just ask Xbox why they keep sabotaging their own product, because realistically, the Xbox has not been doing well because of Xbox. Nobody else. And another perfect example of that is Avowed. So if you don't remember this game was shown off by Xbox, I think at the Summer Games Fest. And personally, I thought it looked pretty good. Like, I was interested in this game, and then it got delayed. And then I got less interested because now I'm worried for this game. Because whenever a game gets delayed now, it's usually a bad thing. It used to genuinely just suck and be a good thing overall. Like, a game would get delayed, right? And then it would come out, right? And it would actually be finished. It's crazy, right? Usually nowadays, if a game gets delayed, it's pretty much because it is absolutely necessary. And when the game comes out, it's still broken. So yeah, when a game gets delayed now, I am more worried than hopeful. And this is exactly why. Because the Avowed developers have said the game will not be targeting 60 FPS, which sucks. To me, 60 FPS is now 30. I need at least 60. 30 FPS in most situations just sucks. There's not many games that I play where 30 FPS is acceptable, at least to me. So seeing that this game is targeting 30 FPS on consoles is like really unfortunate because 30 FPS is genuinely just terrible. And as a PC player, the target FPS for the Xbox does affect me because it means the game is optimized like trash. There's been a trend with games recently where you can have the best hardware in the world and it doesn't matter. The game's still gonna run poorly. Every game now runs like trash. That is the expectation. But it sucks that Avowed's target FPS is 30 because I was actually hyped for this game. Like, it still could be a good game, but 30 FPS is so low, especially since that means their target's 30, which means it will be dropping below 30 FPS. Like, it's not going to maintain that the whole way through. Like, when is the last time a console game did not have frame drops, like, ever? They used to be really rare, but now I can look up any new game, and they have frame drops in the testing, which used to not be a thing. They used to be much better optimized. And I know that games have gotten prettier, okay, they look better, but there's just no reason this game should be running at 30 FPS. There's none. Like, you're telling me the current Xbox cannot run this game at 60? I don't believe that. But next up, we have a good game, Deadlock. So the Deadlock developers have finally bit the bullet and just released the game, at least in the sense of now I can talk about it and talk about my feelings on it and talk about all that kind of stuff. So, first of all the people saying it sucks, you're actually just either bad at the game or it's not for you, okay? The game is a MOBA-like shooter. It is like Dota or League of Legends, but you have to shoot things, which is what I like. And I like how complicated it is, and I like how in-depth it is, and I like how competitive it is. These are things that are traits of the game. If you don't like those things, you're not gonna like the game. And I also want to stress that all the art in the game is temporary. It's kind of obvious that it is if you just look at it. The amount of people I saw commenting on the leak saying, oh my god, the game looks so trash. The art's not done. Are you blind? It's almost like Valve being some of the most famous titles to ever exist, and they have a backlog of games you can look at and compare. The art is clearly not done, but this game is good, and this game is going to become a huge game. That is my overall take. The devs are super on top of stuff. They've added like 2 new heroes in the last week or something, and they are constantly making little tweaks to the game and trying to get it perfectly balanced. It is a good game. Now, it is also kind of toxic, okay? There's toxic people in the game. On my first game playing, I was being yelled at for not knowing what I'm doing, even though the game was in playtesting for like a month at that point, and there was like 2,000 people playing, maybe. So yeah, that's gonna happen to the game. It just is. But the game is good. I recommend it if you can get in. You just need someone who already has the game to add you and invite you. That's pretty much it. And it does have a high skill ceiling, but that's part of the fun. If you don't like it, don't play it. It's that simple. And also, it's not Team Fortress 3 or Dota 3 or CS 3. It's none of that. It is its own thing. If I compared it to Overwatch, I would be doing the game a disservice. If I compared it to League, I'd be doing the game a disservice. So if it interests you, just go try to get a key. It's really not that hard. Literally anybody who has you added can get you in. But yeah, it's a good game, and I really like it, and a lot of people I know really like it. It is going to be a game that sticks around for at least a little bit. And in some more gaming news, we have Concord, which released and died immediately the same day. So I feel bad for the Concord devs because the gameplay itself is not bad. It's just that the characters are obnoxious at best. Like, they made a sincere effort to try to get you to care about these characters. There's a bunch of cinematics and all that kind of stuff, but like, I just don't care, man. They're annoying. The characters in this game are just annoying. That's what they do. And the worst part is this game costs $40. Like, it plays like a free-to-play hero shooter and it costs $40. It really is just a mediocre game and it costs money. which people don't want to pay for it because it's mediocre. And on top of that, it's going to definitely have a bunch of microtransactions in it. It just feels like you're getting nickel and dime for like literally nothing. And I really don't know why they priced it at $40. Like, there's a reason Overwatch 2 was free, okay? Like, there was clear evidence that that wasn't gonna work, so I don't know why they did it like that. It is as dead as can be. And I saw some posts of people talking about like playing the game so the devs don't lose their jobs, and it's like, hey, I'm not blaming the devs because it's probably not entirely their fault, but sometimes a product has to fail so a company learns, because it is kind of absurd they released this game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, any social media user could have looked at that game and told you it would fail. And next up in soon-to-be failures, we have Chick-fil-A starting a streaming platform. Because if you think of Chick-fil-A, of course you think of streaming platforms. So immediately, I do not like this because it's stupid, but it's gonna be different from Netflix. They're only gonna have family-friendly shows on it. So yeah, this thing is dead on arrival, guaranteed. I just don't know anyone who cares about this at all, or would care about this at all. And out of all the businesses that Chick-fil-A could have expanded into, streaming makes the least sense to me. Could have just started selling like collectible cups at the stores or something. That probably would have done a lot better and been less of a money pit, because all streaming services for a while are massive money pits. And a streaming service by Chick-fil-A centered around family-friendly content, I can't imagine is gonna do HBO numbers, which is who they say they're competing with. Also, most stuff on HBO is not family-friendly. That's why people liked it, and apparently they don't have a name for this thing yet. I'm trying to find it and I can't. But whatever it is, it's gonna be bad. The platform, by the way, the name might be fine. And next up, we have hackers hacking McDonald's Instagram and posting a pump and dump scheme. So, just so we're all on the same page, if a big company ever tells you to invest in a crypto, it's probably a scam. Like 99% chance it's a scam. Because when McDonald's was hacked and posted the Grimace coin, people believed it. The guy who hacked the account said, buy the Grimace coin, people bought it, and then they dumped it. So if you ever see a company promoting some weird coin, don't buy into it. It is obviously a scam, please. And next up, we have YouTube changing the size of the reward plaque. So, there was a controversy a while ago about the YouTube plaque changing, and this image was floating around, and it turned out just to be the replacement screen to order an extra one or get a replacement if you broke yours, and it was not the screen for getting your first play button. People thought this image was the actual play button, including myself, because it kind of tracks with what YouTube has been doing. The higher level play buttons are just a play button, they're not like a plaque, so that would have checked out. But no, it turns out all they did was make them smaller, which sucks. This just sucks. And next up, we have Disney, the evil corporation, stepping down from the position of being totally evil. So Disney reversed their decision to block the lawsuit for the wrongful death, which is a good thing. I still think Disney is scum, though, for even trying that. So if you don't remember what happened or didn't see, basically, a couple went to Disney World and ate at a restaurant. The wife there was allergic to a couple things. The restaurant then gave her food she was allergic to after asking to make sure that it wasn't, you know, a thing that would kill her. And then she ate it and she died. And then the husband tried to sue Disney for wrongful death. And then Disney said, you can't do that because you signed up for Disney Plus. That's the whole story. And also, it was a trial to Disney Plus 3 years ago. It wasn't even like a subscription. But yeah, no one liked this because it was insane. It is insane to block a lawsuit because someone signed up for Disney Plus 3 years ago. That is absurd. It wasn't even related to Disney Plus. It was a Disney park and a restaurant that was branded Disney. It wasn't even related to Disney Plus. But yeah, Disney has backed out of that decision. They're letting the lawsuit go through, which is good because this has been a PR nightmare on top of just being evil. Like, it is crazy Disney even tried to do that. But that's been the weekly recap. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and click the end screens down if you want to see the most inbred people to ever live. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.